Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to Eagles Baseball Sports Network. We're just about to get underway here in this second grade game between the Manly Eagles and the Macarthur Orioles. Both these teams sitting inside the top four as the current standings sit. Manly on the back of a couple of good wins. Macarthur doing what they do in second grade. Macarthur lineup. Jackson Forbes leading off. He's in left field. Chris Ferreira at second base. Blake Gooding at short. Logan Harris in centre field. Sam Jackson at the designated hitter role. Drew Ferris is in right field. Toby Hughes at third base. Jack Bennett's behind the plate. And Rob Gianlombardo at first base. Starting for Macarthur is Jared Gillies. Bringing the man in lineup shortly. This is lineup proudly sponsored by Seventh Day Brewery. Best brewery on the beaches down there in the heart of Brookvale. Make sure you head down there after the game. Grab yourself some great Seventh Day beer. Make sure you try the mango.
The mango?
Mango hazy, mate. Absolutely outstanding. Dave Brody behind the plate calling balls and strikes today. Dave Brown in the field. We'll see those two gentlemen switching roles for first grade at 5:30 this afternoon. It is Pink Hope Ladies' Day today. And it is a very good afternoon. Very shortly to Brad Zorn behind second base. Pick up throw across the diamond for the first out of the inning. Great start. Nice work by the veteran Zorn behind second base there. And that's the first out here. And it is a very good afternoon to my colleagues here in the EBSN broadcast booth, Alex Molchanoff and Andrew Logue.
Good to be with you, Luke.
Afternoon, Luke.
Great win for third grade, putting on that ninth spot in the bottom of the fifth. It was a great start to Ladies' Day.
Hopefully we just get this weather will be fine. No cyclonic winds, no rain. And there you go, I've said it. But let's just hope it stays away. Ash Roberts with 4 strikes so far to start this one. He's got the 2-hole hitter. Chris Ferreira behind 0-1. Rips that one, lifted high though. Couple of steps back for Shohei Ariyama in left field today, as opposed to his customary right field position. Manager Tim Class asked him, why aren't you hitting at the moment? He goes, you put me in right field. Like, Shohei, you've always played right field in second grade.
Number 64, Blake.
Oh, that's very on brand.
It'll be Blake Gooding the bat for the Orioles here with 2 out.
Hasn't been having too many problems on the mound the late show.
Oh, apart from Wednesday night, mate, you missed that one.
Wednesday night, yeah.
Not his best performance, 2 1/3.
Can't be perfect every night.
No, that's right. He did have that 18 or 19 inning scoreless streak.
He's already warming up out there as well.
He's getting ready for Wednesday night.
That's right.
Grand ball hit to Liam Mayo at third. Called up out of third. Oh, no. Vince Carreras couldn't glove the ball at first base. Thought he had it. Just maybe a little bit, I don't like using the word, but lazy at first in securing that ball. And they don't get the third out. It'll be an error charge to Carreras. Liam Mayo up out of third grade into second grade today with Tim Fale away.
That was a nice play too by Liam. He snagged that one early. And Vince had that, it looked like it actually hit the back of his glove. He was ready to go.
I think he just thought it was there before actually securing it and popped out. Logan Harris now the hitter for Macarthur. Takes strike 1.
It's been a funny season for second grade so far, hasn't it, Luke? Been able to keep runs down. Ash has pitched really well. The defense have come up big for him.
Mate,
it's been the bats that have needed to fire up.
They've played one bad game all year, and that was the first game of the season against Balcombe Hills, and they've drawn everything else. They are riding a 2-game winning streak, looking for number 3. And they did have that walk-off loss against Macarthur just 3 weeks ago, so that'll be fresh in their mind. We'll go back and go through the highlights of this game a little bit later in this call. We're just getting this game underway. A couple of checks over at first at Gooding, who does have some speed. And there we go, takes off on the hit run down the line, and it will fall in front. Foul of Shohei Ariyama. I thought they might have dropped in for a base hit for a second, but just drops foul.
Wasn't far off.
Had a good look at that one too, Show. Down the third base line, or into left field.
Thought it was a little bit unlike him not to hustle on it and try and grab it, but he knew it was going foul. So
It's an interesting one today as well. You got that wind sort of blowing back towards us, sort of blowing from right to left. Well, they just carried that one a touch out of play. Another bite of the cherry for Macarthur's shortstop, Blake Gooding.
no, Logan Harris, mate. Blake Gooding's
Pardon me. The centre fielder, Logan Harris.
another check over at first, but Gooding's back. And does get strike 3 in the dirt. Well handled by Parkinson. Steps into the middle of the infield. Throws a strike, and this time Carreras takes the catch over at first base. And that will be the third out of the inning. So can't get the base right of the courtesy of the error, but nothing more. And that'll do us to the top of the first, bringing the Manly line up now. Brad Zorn's going to lead things off in this bottom of the first inning. He's at shortstop. Liam Mayo is the third baseman today. Ash Roberts on the mound, hitting for himself. Vince Carreras at first base. Daniel Goodsall at second. Adam O'Neill in centre field. Liam Spinks in right field. Sean Parkinson doing the catching, and Shohei Ariyama in left field. Manly lineup brought to you by Demolition Brothers. If you let it knock down, give the Demo Brothers a call.
Very good stuff for Manly. Something we've been accustomed to seeing from them on the defensive side of the ball this year. Haven't had any problems there. It'll be interesting to see if they can get the bats going like third grade did earlier.
Big test for the Eagles today.
Yeah.
Need to consolidate the last couple of weeks and turn into big performance. If they do win by 2 or more today, they do jump the Macarthur side into second place, which is phenomenal given the results this year so far for Manly. But long way to go yet.
The record effectively even 2-2 with the 3 draws.
Yep.
Quite remarkable.
So if you look at it, 3.5
Yeah.
and 3.5.
Half. That's right.
And leading off for your Manly Eagles, number 27, Brad Zorn.
So you heard our ground announcer Jeff in the background there, and he's right. Brad Zorn, the shortstop, leading off for the Manly Eagles. I think they carry some of that good form they found at the plate over the last couple of weeks. 1-0 win over Canterbury last weekend at Riverside, and then after the 12-0 victory over Blacktown away on the 30th in that Sunday game. What do you prefer, Andrew? The Saturday or the Sunday game? Any particular preferences?
Well, it honestly depends. When I was playing, the Sunday games were okay because I had, I'd play minor league Saturday and then Sunday Manly. Although the
ball's ripped into right field, and Brad Zorn gets Manly off to a hot start in second grade. The bats continuing from where third graders left off. The shortstop with a nice bit of hitting, taking it the other way. Liam Mayo, what a rise this man's had. Coming straight up from third grade into the 2-hole. That's where you hit your best hit in it.
I genuinely think Liam deserves to be here.
Yeah.
He's been hitting very well, not just this season, but the past couple seasons in third grade, and he's a bit of a clubman. He's been there for quite some time, so it's good to see him get rewarded and have the trust put in him to bat number 2 here for second grade today.
It seems like we're happy to have Liam. He's such a utility. One of those guys who can play anywhere on the diamond and hit anywhere in the lineup. He's Swiss Army knife for the Eagles. We've slotted him to a key spot today, playing at third base. Check on Zorn, who didn't have a great lead at first. Just going there having a check. in there for strike one. On Mayo. Now Zorn does take off, and Mayo rips it in the right. That'll get down. Zorn will keep going. He'll motor around to third base.
He's going to be sent home by the looks of it. No, he does get held up.
Clark.
I think I would have sent Zorn. Zorn has a bit of speed. He could have made that.
Clark had the windmill going until quite late. Zorn holding up on the hit and run. He did just freeze as he went around second base. Wasn't quite sure that ball was going to fall in. We could see from up here there always was. Either way, the effect is the same. Have a runner on scoring position, no one out for Ash Roberts. Talk about key members of this second grade lineup. On the mound, hitting third. And such a reliable bat for Manly for so many years now. It's a big spot for the pitcher hitting in the 3-hole as he takes ball one just outside. Tough little start here for Jared Gillies. That pitch is in there. He just shaved off the corner of the plate there. Nothing Roberts could do with that other than watch it go past. Clark lays down the signals at third. Runners on the corners, no one out. For the Manly pitcher. Mayo's got a bit of speed at first as well. He's a clever base runner. The big curveball is flicked down the right field line and foul. Almost in the Macarthur bullpen up the right field line there.
A bit surprised to see Mayo still at first base. Would have thought with runners on the corners he would have been going early doors, but not the case.
No one out. That ball's knocked to the left side. Zorn motors for home. The shortstop picks up the ball, throws across, makes the out, but Manly have the first run of the ball game. Brad Zorn, base hit to get himself on base. Hit and run gets him around to third, and the ground ball scores him from third base. Good team hitting from Manly, and they reap the rewards in the bottom of the first. Inning that has not always reaped too many rewards this season for the Eagles in all grades. Good bit of hitting there from Roberts. Didn't try to do too much. Giving himself some help there. And now he has the big bat of Vince Carreras, who tries to hit that one out of the ballpark. Squirts to the right side, and he's going to beat the first baseman of the bag. Call is safe. The pitcher was slow over there, Gillies.
That's some great hustle there by Vince. His head down, ran hard, straight through the base. Saves Manly an out, brings up the second baseman, Daniel Goodsell.
Rob Lombardo just getting stuck on his heels there after he'd made, well, it was Carreras got off his A swing, came off the handle of the bat, squirted out to first base. And Gillies almost hesitated. That's a bit of PFP there. Need your pitcher to be over there. Give you that option nice and early. And now Goody up. Daniel Goodsell in a position that he absolutely loves. Runner in scoring position, less than 2 outs. Oh, sorry, there are 2 outs now. 1 out. 1 out. I'm playing with myself here.
Yeah, game changer might be incorrect there.
Pitch just off the corner to Goodsell. Yes. And he is hitting with 1 out, just had that confirmed to me.
Yeah, Ash was the only out, wasn't he? Yeah.
Great start to this second grade game for Manly. The situational inning's been terrific. Goodsell takes ball 2 in the dirt. Nice bit of catching from Jack Bennett's to keep it in front of him. Stop Mayo from scoring a second run here in this bottom of the first. Macarthur couldn't get anything going. The top of their first dig. That pitch was close, but not called a strike, and Goodsell happy to take the base on balls to load the bases and bring up Adam O'Neill. This is a really strong second grade line. I was interested in looking at it. So many guys that have featured in first grade this season, previous seasons, been keys to that side up here. Adam O'Neill is one of those.
Yeah, Adam started for first grade on Wednesday night, just gone as well. So
Not something we see too often with him anymore. He knocks that one to the left side. Tough play as he had to go to his backhand. Made the play nicely. Did Blake Gooding.
And a sacrifice out there.
But another run scores for Manly. On the out, 2 RBIs, both on ground balls to shortstop. Liam Mayo. And now another Liam to the plate for Manly in Liam Spinks.
strong start from Manly, both on the defense side and now the offense side.
Well, last few weeks, 2 runs is more than enough. Haven't conceded a run for 2 weeks of baseball, second grade. Last one they did was in the draw. Last one they did was in the loss, actually, to the Orioles a month ago. So there you go, just a little less than a month ago.
Yeah, you'd love to see that form just continue here for Manly. And
Still 2 runners in scoring position here for Spinks as he takes the ball just drop below the knees. Count goes to 2-1. Goodsall standing on second.
you'd also love to see the club as a whole just back each other up. Third grade with a dominant win before this, and now we'd love to see Manly keep that strength going.
And such a special day. Vince Carreras is the runner at third. The first baseman today. Goodsall playing second. Spinks knocks that one to the left side. It gets through. It'll score 1 in Carreras. Goodsall's being waved around. It's going to be a tough play for the left fielder. Throw is good. Goodsall beats it in. And Manly lead it 4-0. Goodsall getting a great jump from second, coming around to score, and a 4-spot up for Manly in the first inning. They pick up where third grade left off, and Jared Gillies has allowed 4 in the first inning. Manly's bats are hot on Ladies' Day here at Aquatic Ballpark. Can they keep the line moving with Parkinson? This is a terrific Manly lineup, and they've showed it here in the first inning. All the bats coming to the party, the 2 outs, both RBIs. Everyone has had an effective at-bat for the Eagles. Harry Armour on deck as the 9-hole hitter today. That one's in the dirt. Spinks takes off. Good throw. Got him. Nice recovery from Jack Bennett to keep it in front of him. Throw him out. And on the Procar Automotive scoreboard, after 1, it's Macarthur Orioles 0. Manly Eagles 4.
And I've just been given the list of prizes for the raffle post.
Top of the second. Manly leading it 4-0 on the Procar scoreboard. Ash Roberts back to work on the mound for the Eagles. His was the first RBI of the day. In the 3-hole as well. Andrew, you never asked to do anything like that, will you? Start the game and bat third. That was ripped up to the middle for the first base hit for the Orioles.
I don't think I ever got the chance to lead off in my junior career.
Orioles, number 63, Adam Bates.
You let off a few times.
Number 72,
Go from catcher to leader.
Drew Ferris.
Sam Jackson, the DH, getting the inning off to a good start for the Orioles. Drew Ferris stepping in now, the right fielder. Facing Roberts for the first time today. He takes ball 1 down low. So the Orioles need to get something going after giving up 4 in the first. Tough start to the 8 for their pitcher, Jared Gillies. It was just a little high. It's been a tight zone so far for both pitchers. Could be a day for hitting. Wind has changed direction a little bit. That's the last update you do on that. It seems to be blowing straight in from centre. Moment. Maybe a little bit left to right.
Not as harsh as the third grade game, that's
a light
for sure.
breeze. Describe it as. Runner on first, nobody out. On the top of the second for Macarthur as a strike is down the chute to Ferris. Count goes to 2-1. Seem to have a rip here. Give Manly a chance to turn something. That's exactly what happens. Straight back to Roberts. The turn is in time from Zorn, and Carreras hangs on.
And a great pick up there for the double play. And it looks like
Talked it into existence. The ground ball straight back to the pitcher. 1-6-3. Manly have 2 outs for the price of 1.
And coming to the plate,
Here in the top of the
Hughes,
top of the second. And Toby Hughes. A little bit of a tough spot for the third baseman. Facing Roberts, who once again is looking on form, throwing strikes, keeping hitters off balance. Swings at the first pitch. Goodsall away to his left. Oh, and it's a wild throw. Well backed up by Parkinson. And the runner was scrambling back to the bag. Hughes had made the turn for second after he saw the throw go away. Parkinson with a nice piece of catching. It was a great pick as well.
That's a great pick.
With that small catcher's glove. He's got a fair way to get down as well, Parko. Did a very good job backing up the throw. Goodsall sort of sidearmed that one. It flew away on him. No chance for Carreras. The error allows the Orioles the second base runner of this inning. First one was doubled up. Another Macarthur hitter swinging at the first pitch, and that one's fouled back and away. Jack Bennett's the catcher, is the man in the box for the Orioles. Once again, there's a runner on first, this time with 2 outs. Roberts throws a 1-0. Parkinson does a great job to keep it in front of him, and the field umpire says strike. He went around. So Roberts does get the strike, and the count goes to 1-1 with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Manly leading 4-0 on the Procar scoreboard. Big looping curveball from Roberts.
And strike
A little bit of conversion, a little bit of confusion about that one. Parkinson blocked it, made the throw. Eagles managed to hang another 0. They've got a 4-run lead, and they'll come up to bat after this.
So it'll be Sean Parkinson, the catcher, to lead things off for the Eagles. Getting the start today with 18s washed out.
Made a really good, mature baseball play backing up that throw from Goodsall. Stopped anything from getting going in the second inning for the Orioles.
It's definitely what you like to see your catcher doing, getting up that line, backing up. Uncharacteristic error from Daniel Goodsall there. Looks like his shoulder just didn't completely rotate. Must be the pressure of playing in front of his family. All of them in attendance, wife, kids, and old man Goody not watching from Foster today. He's watching from the comfort of the Pink Hope Ballpark bench seating. Very big welcome to the Goodsall family down here for a very big Pink Hope day. Sean Parkinson, 5 appearances in second grade so far, yet to record a hit, so like we did with Lachlan Casely in third grade, maybe we can see him break that curse here this afternoon.
Already talked a double play into existence today, Luke. Just got to keep sending those positive vibes out there.
Couple of hits for Casely, which was good.
Yeah.
Broke that duck.
And that nice play, letting that ball roll. There's been some really good heads-up baseball from the Eagles today across grades.
You always talk about hustling up the first base on that very occasion.
Yeah.
And on that time, it cost Macarthur hitter because he gave up on it, thought it was foul. Then normally it rolls the other way, but on this occasion, it rolled back fair, which you rarely see. But when you do, you're going to get caught.
Manly have timed it nicely today. Been making those plays, backing up each other, just doing the little things. It really has paid. You've seen it on a few occasions this afternoon already. And we're only, 2 innings into second grade.
Fouls that one off his leg. Keeps the at-bat alive. Looks like Game Changer's gone off kilter already, unfortunately. Try and get that back up. You can follow on Game Changer. Make sure you're also following Manly Eagles on the social media channels, Instagram and Facebook at Manly Eagles Baseball. Loopy curveball from Gillies misses upstairs for a ball.
Feels the count.
Takes ball 4, so a good patient at bat by Sean Parkinson. Sees him take.
Base on balls will bring to the plate.
Second inning in a row, Manly have had their lead-off hitter aboard. Brad Zorden came around to score on some good team hitting. Nice little hit and run play was executed, and then Roberts scoring him on the ground ball.
You love seeing a play hit Oppo field.
Yeah.
Especially in a hit-run situation like that. That's what you always want to do, hit behind the runner.
So I'm very disappointed in Shohei that he did elect to cut his hair.
Actually, it was interesting.
Has it coincided with that
Could be, mate.
big form? It's a bit harsh to call it that. But
a bit of...
it was on such a good run with the flowing locks.
Sampson delighted, isn't it?
That's right.
Lost his powers when he cut his hair off.
Good lead for Parko at first.
Has pitched right in first grade though, so
Yes.
hasn't pitching until Wednesday night, but maybe it's hurt his batting a little bit. Didn't like that pitch, but caught a strike by Dave Brody behind the plate.
Who has been keeping a pretty tight zone for both pitches so far today. Parko with another good lead off at first.
Still hitting a pretty respectable 3-1.
Yeah.
Zarayama.
We're giving him a lot of criticism for a guy who's actually played
Call it
pretty.
flack, not criticism.
He's played pretty well this year. Across
We just
second and
haven't seen
first
him.
grade.
He just
No,
doesn't
that's
hit at
right,
home.
That's right.
He's been
That's
hitting on the road. And
He's
this
getting
time
hit
gets
on the road. That's all right, home.
One hit against Borgham Hills. Look at that. Take that back.
He had a good day here against Greater Western. Remember
2
that.
against Greater Western.
And the base on
2
balls
hits against Blacktown on the road.
Number
A hit last week against
27,
Canterbury.
Brad
That's why you have the numbers. Can't trust your eyes or your memory.
We're going to have a quick visit here. So we are enjoying Pink Hope Day here at the ballpark. A big day on the Manly Eagles calendar.
The pink jerseys have been a terrific addition
Mate,
this year.
It's something, when you see other people do it, you go, yeah, I want to do it. And, we've done it this year, and the response has been huge. Pink Hope is a preventative health hub that gives the community the tools to assess,
Don't forget, folks, the canteen's going at the
manage
moment.
and reduce the risk of breast cancer and
Barbecue's
ovarian
running
cancer,
hot.
while also
There's
providing
no
personalised
queues.
support
So
for
if you feel like something
at-risk
to eat,
women.
please come up
Pink Hope empowers
and
people to
support
take
the
charge
club.
of their own
Thank
health
you.
by assessing, understanding and reducing their risk of breast and ovarian cancer, and offer support every step of the way. So locally based organisation in Narrabeen. As Brad Zorn looks to bunt, gets it down, but bunts it foul up the first baseline. And we're more than honoured to be supporting such a worthy cause. Third year we've done it. First year was a great day. It was a Sunday. Last year was absolutely sweltering conditions. Today was a bit touch and go for a while after the rain we had in the back end of the week, and then even yesterday. Things weren't looking good. That ball's punched into right field, but it's going to be caught out there by the right fielder, Drew Ferris, rather.
First out of the inning brings to the plate number 50, Liam Mayo.
Yeah, Zorn just getting a little under that one. It was another hard hit ball from the Manly shortstop. See if the third baseman can repeat the trick after he flicked his first at bat into right field for a base hit. Has to get Zorn around to third where he'd eventually score. Check on Parkinson at second, who's in there pretty easily.
Vintage Liam Mayo going up that field, just what you want to see
Yeah,
from
exactly
experienced.
And he is now, Liam. He's been around that long. Cuts the breaking ball behind Macarthur dugout. Big looping curveball, doesn't fall in. We'll be talking about that tight strike zone. See it there. Count goes to 1-on-1 on the third baseman. But liking that outside corner when it gets hit with any regularity. So the 1-2 to Mayo. Cut to the left side. Parkinson had to hesitate to get out of the way. The throw to third is dropped. That's a couple of times Macarthur had taken that option. Throwing from the shortstop to the third baseman. It's a tough throw because you've got to square your body. I'm not a fan of it. They've committed a couple of errors doing it today. They've cost themselves an out again here. Mayo standing on first. The bases are loaded for the Eagles once again.
It's not a bad play if you can pull it off, but on that occasion the third baseman was nowhere near the base. Probably didn't expect it
when the ball
to
is
be coming to him.
When the ball is dribbling so slowly like that, Luke, just
you got to take the slowest runner, which is always the runner coming out of the box.
That's right. Or even if you're going to go a short way, go to second. It's a nice, easy play. You practice it every single time you go to train, every single time you're doing your infield, outfield before a game. There's just no reason not to go that way as a shortstop in that position.
Not too sure what's going on here. Potential change in the field. Umpire and coaches having a chat.
Yeah, looks like we might have a defensive change here. Yep.
Giacomatto's the man who's come in from first
So
base.
a couple changes being made. Number 83
Right field looks like he's got a
for Macarthur Orioles and goes out to right field.
Drew Ferris.
Drew Ferris coming out of the game.
Don't have his name, unfortunately.
See if we can work out who that player is who's gone into the game.
Yeah.
Two people have come in. I don't know if you saw right field as well got subbed out.
Already.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Well, it's before that third inning as well.
Oh, it's a new pitcher.
Yeah,
There's a
so
pitching change.
pitching change and right field change.
Mass
And
changes.
change on the mound as well. Number 84, Sam Jackson.
So Jackson going from the DH spot, being brought into the game on the mound.
No replacement now at right field for Macarthur. Number 83, Adam Bates.
It's going to be Ash Roberts to continue this inning here. Take strike one from the new pitcher Jackson.
Talk about guys who look like pitchers when they come on the mound. He's got that big close stance, Jackson, but he's long arms, long legs, lanky guy, plenty of height. It's a good stretch down to the Ward's home plate. Gives him a big advantage over some of the shorter guys in the league. Now he's facing his opposing pitcher, Ash Roberts, who had an RBI ground out his first time up in the first inning. He looks at ball one. That breaking ball just misses the outside corner. One to Roberts is high and outside. Sorry, that was the 2-1. So Roberts right in a hitter's count now. The base is loaded. Goes to 3-1. Manly in a really good spot here. One of their big bats in the middle of the lineup in a good count, and he's happy to pass the baton. Takes Manly's lead to 5-0 on the Pro Car Automotive scoreboard. And their clean-up hitter steps up to the plate with the bases loaded. Typical first baseman hitting clean-up. That one's hits the inside corner for strike one to the young first baseman. And that one gets away from the catcher. Can't locate it either.
Liam Mayo's got
One
to turn
will
around.
score.
Sorry, I got excited myself.
Scores a run.
Mayo
Brings
turned.
the runners to
Didn't commit.
second and third.
Manly's lead blows out to 6-0 early in this one. That's been more than they've needed on either of their last two games all year. That's right, 6 runs. Manly have scored more than 4. They have won the ball game in second grade so far this year. Such has been the form of Ash Roberts and a couple of arms out of their bullpen. So the Orioles move the infield in, trying to limit the damage here in the second. That pitch is high and away to Carreras. He's showing good patience up there. Anything to clear the bases here for Manly will put them up 8-0. A remarkable explosion to open up this one. That one's inside. Carreras can't catch up. 2 strikes.
Zorn just offering some friendly advice to Vince Carreras.
Roberts with a big jump off second with the infield in. Anything in the outfield will be scoring him as well. That one's low. Takes the count full in a big spot here for the Manly first baseman. I think May will be holding anything on the ground. The infield playing the way they are. put on a contact play and try and extend the lead. It was a good rip from Carreras, who got plenty of it. Unfortunately, the wrong direction. If you can turn that one around, there'll be a couple coming in to score. It's been a good battle. We'll see the payoff pitch once more here from the big lefty, and he strikes him out. Nice pitch on the inside corner. Carreras couldn't get around.
And second out,
Beaten him with it once, did it again.
Number 9, Daniel Goodsall.
Now with 2 out, Daniel Goodsall in a big spot here. Could really put Manly in big command of this ball game. Another good inside fastball from Jackson for strike 1. Goody flicks it in the left. Is it fair? Just foul.
Foul.
For the Manly 5-hole hitter. Good contact. See him as he walks back towards the box. Getting his hands over the ball. Beaten on the inside fastball, made the adjustment, just took that one foul. Find something right in the sweet spot. It's going to be difficult now with a count 0-2. To the experienced second baseman, that's a nice little slider that gets him swinging. May will try to score, he won't get there in time.
And that
Goodsall is out. 2 strikeouts for Jackson.
So as we head into
out of the bullpen or off the bench.
Third.
DH now in the pitcher's spot. He gets the strikeouts.
Manly
held to 2.
Inning, so now Manly
and on the
6,
Procar automotive
Macarthur
scoreboard,
Orioles
it's
0.
Macarthur 0, Manly 6.
Top of the third now. Manly leading this one 6-0. Good early start, but we know leads don't always last long. So we've seen so far this season. So hopefully this one will last the distance. As Roberts throws strike 1 to Rob Gianlombardo.
And Ash has just got to keep finding his rhythm. It's been so good so far today, keeping hitters off balance as he did with Gio Lombardo there to get the strike. Just changing speeds, locating his fastball, and all those basic things that he's been doing so well all year for the Eagles on the mound. Big slider. Wasn't bitten on by Gio Lombardo. So big it got away from Parkinson as well. Plenty of movement on that one. 9-hole hitter didn't bite. for the Orioles. They need to get something going. They're about to be quiet early in this one. Roberts with another off-speed pitch. Ripped to Zorn at shortstop. Makes a throw across the diamond and one away here in the top of the third.
First out of the inning.
Hard hit ball, but doesn't make its way through the Manly infield.
71, Jackson Forbes.
So Forbes in the lead-up spot. Comes up for his second at-bat of the day. Roberts about to start his second look at this Macarthur Orioles lineup that couldn't scrape anything across the first time round. Takes ball one up high. See if we see Ash mix in any more breaking balls, as that one's fouled away behind the dugout of the Orioles. They need to get something going. They're about to be quiet early in this one. Roberts with another off-speed pitch. Ripped to Zorn at shortstop. Makes a throw across the diamond and one away here in the top of the third. The 1-1 is flipped up into left field. This should be an easy play for Ariyama out there. He's under it.
And
he
the
squeezes it.
catch out there at
And
left
there's
field.
two away for the Eagles in the top of the third. Roberts just continuing his work, nice and calm.
Farita.
Nothing really phases Ash too much up there. Another hitter comes and goes, and Farita hitting in the 2-hole. Settles in with no one on and 2 out in the top of the third. Orioles struggling to get anything going here against the Manly starter, Ash Roberts. He puts one right down the chute for strike one. It's a day you expect pitching to be feeling okay, nice and cool. That one's into left field. It gets down in front of Ariyama, and there's a base hit. First one of the third inning for Macarthur.
And coming to
They've
the
been
plate,
able to
Macarthur,
generate
number 64,
base runners,
Blake Gooding.
but not in bunches. So far today, that was true across third grade as well. Gets aboard here with 2 away. It's Chris Ferretta, the second baseman. Gooding takes ball one.
Do you have your own one?
Yes.
Can you give that to me? And I'll give you a different one.
Yes.
Different number.
Number,
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, but your maroon one.
No, yes.
Yep. I need to give you 22 in maroon because we gave you a different number.
22.
In pink,
That one's in on the hands. He does well to flick that one into centre field. Blake Gooding.
but the other jersey.
And we still haven't been able to get bunches of hits so far this afternoon. The Orioles, they got runners on first and second. 2 out,
Logan Harris.
but the 2 and 3 hole hitters for the Orioles have done okay. Here against Roberts, they've managed to get something going, and now Logan Harris has a man in scoring position to try and score.
Yes.
Give me 35 and I'll give you 22.
Yes. My music.
Yeah.
My music.
Logan Harris swings at the first pitch. Play for Zorn. Had to go a long way to his right, and he made the play.
And a great play there.
Brad
from
Zorn making the
Brad
play
Zorn
away
again
to his
over the
right.
first.
Had to get
Good
over
hit.
there. Managed to
Nice
forehand it.
for the third out of the
And then made a
inning.
great
No
strong
runs
throw
scored.
across to Vince
Heading
Carreras.
into
Ends the
bottom
top of the third inning.
Manly 6.
Orioles still not able to scrap
Orioles
anything
0.
across. It's Manly 6, Macarthur 0 on the Procar Automotive scoreboard. One day I'll get that right. So the Manly centre fielder, Adam O'Neill, settling in to the lead off the bottom of the third for the Eagles, who lead at 6-0.
Obviously, you can do it next year.
With another big rip here.
Yeah, bro, yeah, there's 3 years. I've got already one now.
That's just such a strong Manly lineup, as we've said. With O'Neill hitting in the 6 hole, just got pop and contact the whole way through it. Very excited to see what first grade can offer today as well. Manly in a good spot to start the day 2-0. Score as it is. Manly would jump Macarthur into second spot on the ladder in second grade. It's just a 3-2-3 record.
Just go back on the team.
O'Neill coming off a first grade start on Wednesday night. That one's down low. Count goes to the hitter's favourite. 3 balls and 1 strike. Sam Jackson has been good on the mound since coming on the last inning, and a couple of strikeouts to end the second as O'Neill fouls that one away on the 3-1. Takes the count full.
Artist name,
Yeah,
music name.
Cool.
Yes.
Done. Thanks, mate.
3-2 to O'Neill. He's lined in a right, and was the catch taken? He's called out, Adam O'Neill.
And Rob.
It looked like a clean catch from Drew Ferris. Not Drew Ferris out there. It's the defensive replacement.
Number 58, Liam Spinks.
Nice play out there from Adam Bates. Came in the game in the second inning. O'Neill with hard contact. Terrific sign choice from Wilson Spinks as he settles in. For his second at bat today, made hard contact in his first. Takes strike 1 on the outside corner. In the bottom of the third, Manly Eagles leading this one 6-0 on the Procar scoreboard. It's fouled away, just clipped the catcher on the way through as well. The temperature has just dropped a few degrees in the last few minutes. The wind's picked up a little bit. A few spits of precipitation hitting us down here. Hopefully doesn't hang around too long, although there are some pretty ominous crowds in the background as I say that. It's starting to pick up a little bit. That pitch got away from Jackson, flew over the catcher's head. Young Wilson Spinks starting the game in right field today. Second grade. A big breaking ball is dropped by the catcher who manages to make the tag. Spinks kicking himself for watching that one go by. He strikes out looking. 2 down for Manly in the third inning. Jackson's looked good on the mound since coming in as that rain has started to come down a little harder. Let's hope it's just a passing shower. Hear it on top of our broadcast position here as Parkinson settles in, the catcher. Evens the count at 1 on the breaking ball that missed. Down low. Just getting a report from weatherman Michael O'Neill.
The call is it'll be about 3 minutes and this will pass. That's the call.
Hoping he's right. He's not often wrong, Michael, about the weather. He could give him one of those big weather boards and get him up there talking you through low pressure systems. And
I've got some connections with Channel 10. Maybe I could hook him up with a job.
great pitching from Jackson as he strikes out Parkinson on 3 pitches. At the end of the third inning, Manly still leading 6-0 on the Procar Automotive scoreboard.
Manly 6, Macarthur Orioles.
Nailed it.
And don't forget, folks, we're selling the
Get the lineup.
Just trying to keep ourselves out of the rain here as the top of the fourth begins. Ash Roberts still on the mound. That ball is flicked out into left field, and the Orioles bats are just starting to heat up a little bit. Sam Jackson doing it both sides of the ball, helping himself out. Started as the DH today, was brought in the second inning. That's a nice piece of hitting into left field.
Up to bat number 63.
See a little bit of water getting
Adam
onto
Bates.
our camera down that third base line there. The Macarthur dugout has finally got some life to it in the fourth inning. Never easy as a pitcher when the rain does start to come down. A little harder to grip the ball. A little bit of water around. That rain has just eased off for the second. He's still with us. That ball just outside to the right, to the new right fielder, Adam Bates, who made a nice play in the bottom half of the third. He stands in with a runner on first in Sam Jackson. That pitch is down the chute for strike one. Roberts just taking his time, getting himself back into focus. Big swing at that one from Bates. Doesn't make any contact. Now he goes down in the count 1-2. Big curveball has managed to be flicked away to the left side between shortstop and third base. 2 hits to start off the fourth inning.
Plate number 80, Toby Hughes.
Those two young guys brought into the lineup late, both making their mark, and now Toby Hughes has a chance to be the hero for the Orioles here. Get something going.
You can really see the start to see that rain on the screen there. It's coming down a little bit heavier.
It's looking a bit like MLB The Show rain. That starts coming down. You know you'd never be playing in that at the professional level. Just try and cover up some of our gear here. So we're not packing it up for good in a few minutes' time. Players are persisting out there for the moment. I don't know how much more leeway the umpires are going to give them. This rain is getting quite hard now, as you can see on our cameras coming in from centre field. Starting to come down a little bit in sheets now.
Fans are heading up to the clubhouse.
That's more strong contact. This time into right. Nice play made out there
By
Liam,
out there at right field.
by Wilson
First
Spinks.
out of the inning.
Liam Spinks, sorry. the brother. He read that one well off the bat. It was spinning back indoors.
Jack Bennett.
Carlton does very well there. Prevents another hit. 3 hard hit balls against Roberts in a row. You don't see that too often. That one results in the out. Now Jack Bennett's the catcher. Settles in with runners on first and second and 1 out here on the top of the 4th for Macarthur. First pitch is just off the outside corner. Roberts just struggling to get those first pitch strikes, something that's such a feature of his pitching when he is on form. One. So that pitch is called a ball on the out corner.
That rain really hitting now.
Yeah, that is some serious rain now. That is still continuing out there for the moment. Wonder how much longer it'll last if this hangs around. It is getting quite hard now.
Might be a case of finish this batter and then have a sit down.
Counts 1 and 2 on the Macarthur catcher, Jack Bennett, who's trying frantically to get some pinter off his bat onto his gloves here at the moment. Roberts looking in for the signal. 1-2. Slider just low. Read by Parkinson. Is that rain is just eased into a little bit of a shower now. It was really a downpour there for a minute or so. And that pitch is just high. Jack Bennett's walks, loads the bases. Still only 1 out for Manly here.
No call by the umpires to hit the brakes, so we continue.
Rob Giambaldo has a chance to be the hero here. Experienced campaigner for Macarthur. Been around the traps. Been in spots like this plenty of times. He hits with 1 out, the bases loaded. Bottom of this Macarthur lineup has finally found some life here against Ash Roberts, who finds strike 1 against G. Lombardo. And this time the breaking ball, working it off, that fastball. Gets himself the 0-2. Chance to get halfway out of this jam. Still haven't conceded a run here, Manly. That one's low and away. That one's popped up on the infield. This might bring in an infield fly rule. It does. Someone makes the catch in this, any case. And Roberts is halfway out of the jam. So he gets the pop fly. And now young Jackson Forbes is in a big spot. His team down 6-0, needing some runs. Haven't been able to generate anything until this 4th inning against Ash Roberts. And now they have a chance. With the bases loaded, they don't want to leave him out there. Roberts pitching out of the wind-up. That one's popped up to the right side. Tough play over there for Carreras. He makes the play, and Manly are out of the jam. The Orioles can't get anything across. They leave the bases loaded, and on the Procar Automotive scoreboard, Manly still leading 6-0. Manly up the bat after this.
With Sam Jackson back out on the mound for Macarthur. This will be his third inning of work. Third inning he's pitched in. Starts Shohei Ariyama with strike one.
Yeah, Ariyama, Zorn.
2 quick strikes by Jackson.
Ariyama, Zorn, Mayo due up this inning for Manly. Got a quiet third after scoring in the first 2. One's on the ground to the left side. Should be a nice easy play over there. And the Orioles make it for the first out of the inning.
And with that out,
Nice play by the shortstop, Blake Gooding.
Brad Zorn.
Ariyama 0 for 2 on that one today. Zorn's hit 2 balls hard. Was rewarded for the first one. Second one ended up in the right fielder's glove. He'll be looking to do something similar here. Off Jackson. Takes ball 1 up high. Manly leading by 6 in the bottom of the 4th. One's flicked over towards A2. Foul ball, strike 1. One in on Zorn's hands, and he flicks that one right over near where he put the first. And that rain has subsided, so Michael O'Neill, once again, on the money. About 3 minutes, maybe it was 30 seconds or so out in that prediction. Spot on.
3 straight fouls for Zorn.
Jackson has been good since coming in. Didn't start this game on the mound. Been good in relief after he came in the second. Struck out 2 to get out of a little bit of a jam in that inning. And that's kept Manly scoreless since that point. Just missing on the inside corner. Takes the count to 2-2 on the Manly shortstop. We're going to put something hard in play once again. That one in on the hands. It was the slider. Nearly got away from Gio Lombardo. This time he beats the run of the bag. Does it all himself. 3 unassisted for the second out of the bottom of the 4th for Manly, who've struggled to come up with anything of real substance against Sam Jackson, the long-legged lefty.
Definitely what Rob Gianlombardo, the manager, would have wanted from his young reliever. After Jared Gillies got knocked around in the first inning in a bit, Jackson's come out and done a really good job posting some scoreless work. Mayo now taking that pitch outside. Wasn't quite sure, but called strike 1 by home plate umpire Dave Brody.
Jackson going to do his own fielding here. He does the work.
Yeah, does it all, this kid.
Hangs another 0
So as we head into the top of the 5th.
on the Procar Automotive scoreboard. It's still Manly Eagles 6, Macarthur Orioles 0.
Don't forget, folks, canteens going, guys on the barbecue. You can get it cooked to order if you like. Sunny side up, or however you have your eggs. Boys are already waiting to cook the food for you. No queues at the moment. Champagne's on for the ladies, so anyone wants a glass of champagne, make your way up to the top deck and go inside and grab yourself a free champers. Pink Hope raffles going, $5 each, or 3 for 10. Don't forget, we've got 7 prizes, and we cover mum, dad, and maybe even the little tykes. With baseball bats, pamper products, Valentine's Day, necklaces, lawn mowing, jackets, and of course beer. So everyone's covered. $5 a ticket or 3 for 10. Thank you. And leading off, number 85, Chris Farita.
So it'll be Chris Frietta to lead off for the Orioles. Looking to get something started for his ball club here. Had a bit of an opportunity in the previous inning. But Ash Roberts got the job done to hold them off.
Knocked to the left side, just foul down the third base line there. Ash Roberts managing to get out of a bases loaded jam in that fourth inning. First time Macarthur had really been able to get something going against him. Macarthur, of course, at danger, falling behind Manly on the second grade ladder. If the result stays as it is, it goes to the left side. Mayo fields it. The throw is high. The tag is applied. A great play from Vince Carreras, who's had a great defensive day at first base. Saves Mayo's error. Turns it into an out. And Ash Roberts has an out to start the top of the fifth as he looks to continue this 4-inning shutout he's got going. Nice play it was too by Mayo. Danger. Get over field. The throw was wild. Vince Carreras showing plenty of athleticism at first base. To get up, get down, and apply the tag. It goes to the left side. Mayo fields it. The throw is high. The tag is applied. A great play. Hard contact continuing against Roberts, but it's not been punished. Blake Gooding is at the plate, the shortstop. He turns on that one, sends it a long way down the left field line. It's travelling down towards the batting cages in the corner there. It's foul. Count goes to 1-1.
Went 3 for 4 on Wednesday night in first grade, so capable tight with the bat.
Big looping curveball from Roberts. Gets strike 2. Haven't seen too much off-speed stuff from Ash. He does like to mix that stuff in. See if he can keep hitters off balance. Got Gooding there. See if he got a put-away pitch now. And he hit him right between the numbers.
So pretty woody. I thought it might have come off the handle of the
Yeah.
bat.
Well, he didn't drop it. And Benjamin Logue is away to our right. Once again complaining about people not
moving
attempting
out
to
of the way
get
of
out of the
pitches.
way. And don't know why he's so hung up on that. Pitches.
A few minor league issues in the past couple of weeks, that's why.
Pitches.
Yeah, that too.
So runner on for Macarthur. Brings up Logan Harris.
Pitch it just high and tight for ball 1.
Pitch count just up at 60 now for Roberts.
And that's nothing really for him, is it? We're seeing him go deep in the 80s, 90s.
He's thrown a couple of hundreds.
Yeah.
Threw 100 against Bucktown the other week.
Yeah.
Discussion after the game was maybe he didn't have to throw the last inning and could have gone to someone else. His arm an extra inning off, but
Oh, they're only up by
12.
12? Yeah. Just to be sure. He wanted 2 consecutive complete game shutouts?
That's it, mate.
That's what it's all about.
Ash is just
Gives such confidence to your lineup when you know you've got a guy out there that's going to go up and consistently hang zeros. It means you can just go out if you get off to a slow start. It's
Not those strike
It's not a
three.
worry. Not that you want to rely on that, but having it there just gives those bats, and it is a terrific bat-heavy lineup. Second grade today for Manly. Fastball jammed him. It's flicked up towards Zorn at shortstop. He makes the play.
And the second
2
out of the
away
inning.
in the top of the 5th for Ash Roberts and the Manly Eagles.
63 pitches thrown by number 63, so 5 innings of work, very tidy by Ash Roberts. Averaging just around that 13
Yeah.
pitch inning mark, which is what you want from your pitcher. If you can get a guy that can throw like that, then he's going to get deep into ball games and he's going to put you into very good positions.
Just what Ash has done all year for second grade. Hasn't been rewarded on a record point of view, but that's starting to turn, as I think Tim Clark and his whole team knew it would. Runner goes on that first pitch. It's a great throw, just beats it in there.
It's like he threw a change up there. It kind of just died halfway up there.
Nice slide from
Gooding.
Gooding over there, the shortstop, showing good speed. Got a good jump. It was a good throw from Parkinson, but
I can't remember if it was called a strike now.
just couldn't catch it. I think it was just a ball inside there. Or outside, sorry.
Too busy watching the action and not paying attention to the call.
Roberts jams another hitter. This one might, though, fall in. It's going to be a tough play for Zorn, but coming in to make the catch was Sho Ariyama. Easy catch for the left fielder.
Never in doubt.
Another 0 hung by Ash Roberts through 5. Macarthur still scoreless. Manly with 6 runs on the board, and they're up to bat after this.
So it will be the pitcher for the Eagles, Ash Roberts. Lead things off. Sam Jackson back out, working on the mound, looking for another 0. Give his team a chance to maybe mount a bit of a comeback at the back end of this game.
Rain just returning to us briefly. He'll be gone soon.
A bit of blue cloud out to the left of us. Out to the, what's that direction? Southeast. Hopefully that keeps coming across. Not game enough to look at the radar at the moment.
Infield's handled it not too badly. Got a bit darker in that little bit of a downpour. Been good the umpires didn't stop us. It's always the hardest thing once you stop, when you start again. So it's good to see we've been able to play through it, not chop up the diamond too much. On the mound and around home plate, always the worst areas. that sort of thing. You know,
Strike down and in for Ash Roberts. Runs the count to 2-2.
it just has been an issue all year. Doesn't it, Luke?
Yeah.
Been rain around almost every weekend we've been down here as Ash Roberts slaps up one into right field for a base hit to lead us off in the bottom of the 5th.
Just what you want your lead-off man to do, even if he is the pitcher.
Well, he's spent enough of his life as a position player. Know how to handle a bat, Ash Roberts.
Manly first grade guys starting to go through their warm-ups. Getting ready for a big game at 5:30 this afternoon. Vince Carreras, big hack of that one. He wanted to make it 8-0 in a hurry.
They've got that scout on Vince, don't they? They've been peppering him with fastballs more than on the inner half, in on his hands so far today. Oh, we got hold of that one.
That's deep. That's deep. Long run. And that just falls in front. Back to the gym for Vince during the week. Trading those hair care products you won. Your girlfriend won on Wednesday night, mate. Got all that one. I think the wind blowing across may have just held that in the ballpark a little bit. Definitely got plenty of it.
Off the bat there, I thought that one was out. It was hit like an absolute arrow. And it drops off just under the 330 sign out there and left. It was well played by the left fielder out there as the rain has, well, it's upped its intensity. Let's put it that way.
It's just got heavier. So much for the weatherman Michael O'Neill with his weather report.
Yeah.
Well, he said it would stop for 3 minutes. He didn't say if it was going to come back or not. So.
Well, it's certainly come back in a big way. And I think we might be buying some new cameras during the week. Fingers crossed we get through it.
Goodsall takes ball 1. Luke's just run off to just our control box down there, and his report is it's not too heavy, so we can take good credence from that. Another jam shot from Goodsall, straight up in the air. Tough play for the second baseman who didn't look comfortable underneath it. Did he, Chris Ferretta?
No, but he did the job, made the catch.
Manages to squeeze it, so Goodsall can't get anything going with Guerreras on second, Roberts on third. Records the first out of the inning, so there'll be a couple more bites of the cherry here for Manly. Adam O'Neill stepping in. How good is it to have former first grade centre fielder hitting in the 6th spot today for Manly? So it speaks to the depth of the lineup, and you can see why Vince nearly got that one out. Cheated on the fast ball, he was expecting it. Turned on it. I don't think I ever hit a ball that hard in my life, I can tell you that much, Andrew. Absolutely clobbered that one. And the infield is in again for the Orioles as he draws another pop-up. The catcher's calling for this one. And he's dropped it. In foul territory, he's had a tough one behind the plate so far today, Jack Bennett's. That'll go down as an error in the scorebook. It keeps Adam O'Neill alive.
It won't be an error because it's a foul ball.
Of course.
Can't be an error on a foul ball. That's why
Be an error that's not recorded in the scorebook.
Yes. So I don't mind playing first base and you make a drop. If it's in foul ball, it doesn't matter.
Problem when your teammate's giving you a bullet throw straight to your chest. That one goes down, you've got problems.
Yes.
O'Neill knocks that one straight to the shortstop who was playing in. The runner's held. Carreras is in trouble here. Carreras and Roberts, one of them's going to get stuck in a run down here. It's going to be Roberts. There are 2 out. Roberts is able to get back safely, and Carreras retreats to second. The Orioles not able to hold the run down. Smart base running from Roberts to get them out of it after Carreras got them in it. He wasn't looking at where the runner ahead of him was going. He had such a big lead on second with no one holding him on. The infield playing in. Nearly ran into the third out. Instead, Liam Spinks will step in, the 7-hole hitter, with a chance to drive in 2 runs and extend Manly's lead to 8. Parkinson on deck. The unenviable position as a catcher of having a step in the on-deck circle in the pads, in the leggings. That ball is high to Spinks. Count goes to 2-0. Not a bad spot to be in here for the Manly right fielder. Roberts singling to lead off this inning. Carreras is double banging halfway up the wall to advance both of them into scoring position. Now young Liam Spinks with a chance to drive them both in and all but secure this game for Manly on Ladies' Day. Takes ball 4 instead. Passes the bat on
And the base on balls there
to
for
Sean Parkinson, the
Liam
catcher.
brings to the plate number 49, Sean Parkinson.
Bottom of Manly's lineup. I've had some troubles getting anything going this afternoon. Big chance here. Gets the fastball down Main Street. Can't catch up with it for strike 1. The rain is just hanging around. It's that Melbourne sort of rain at the moment, isn't it? It's just a light sprinkle. It seems to have set in. Hoping the diamond isn't too affected as people move gazebos around and get umbrellas out. Hardy crowd we got here this afternoon. The big breaking ball gets Parkinson. 2 left on in scoring position for Manly.
No run
Single and a
scored,
double,
so
result in
to
nothing.
the top of the 7th.
Good work from Sean Jackson
Macarthur 0, Manly 6.
to hang another 0. Manly still with a 6-run lead. 6-0 on the Procar Automotive scoreboard after 5 here at Aquatic Ballpark.
It's one of those rules that happens 1 in a million times, right?
Yeah, no, it's got to.
Yeah.
It's not like cricket.
Yeah.
It's not part of the bat.
Yeah, there you go.
I had to make one controversial comment.
New pitcher for Manly. Ash Roberts out after 5 innings of work. Pitch is in there for strike 2 for Spinks. Pitch is high and in. Count goes full. Well, Macarthur's lead-off hitter. And Adam Bates, who takes ball 4.
Plate number 80, Toby Hughes.
With that rain, temperature has just dropped. Plays with a good lead up first. Ball 1 is taken by Toby Hughes. Settled in the 7 hole, the third baseman today. Doesn't have much to do in the field. It's been too bad in the batter's box. This one's in there right on the outside corner. Good pitching for Spinks. Come back with a good pitch. That one's chopped foul into the car park. Spinks in a good spot here. We've just ticked over the 2-hour mark here. So a couple more minutes, there'll be no new innings.
And struck him out for the
Strikes
first
him out with a fastball on the outside corner.
Bring to the plate number 76, Jack Bennett.
Really popping the glove, Spinks. That one doesn't get the call though for ball 1. We're looking forward to this first grade game. Yeah, Andrew, a disappointing result for the Eagles midweek. Going down 8-0 to a strong Macarthur first grade side, it must be said.
Yeah, we're obviously hoping for a better outing this time round.
Mm.
And look, third grade and second grade have shown us exactly what to do on the field. So hopefully first grade can follow suit.
It's been a strong group of players that Manly have had available to them today. Seen that in both grades to this point. We've seen that this afternoon. Be keen to get a look at Brian Murphy's lineup card in a few minutes' time. Speaks 2-0. When he nearly threw that one away. In fact, it was 3-0. And now there are runners on first and second.
Brings to the plate number 25, Rod Giolombo.
And now it is the manager and the first baseman, Giolombo. Giolombardo. 0 for 2 today. First baseman. He's got the snoot on there, Andrew.
Yeah, I think he does. He and the pitcher as well has it on.
Spinks just getting a little bit wild with his command here. 4-1 wasn't really close. To Gio Lombardo. And we now have ticked past the 10-minute rule, so this is the last inning of this ball game. Manly are 2 outs away from recording a victory and moving ahead of this Orioles ball club in the second spot on the second grade ladder. Puts them in with a Really great chance of making finals with just the 5 rounds remaining. Spinks draws a swing and a foul ball. Counting 1-1. Throws hard, Spinks, doesn't he? Plenty of velocity.
Another one of those young boys, young Manly prospects.
He can get his control right. Certainly not someone you want to face in the box. There's some good experience here in second grade. With a hard hit ball up the middle. Going to be a play for Zorn. He's going to try and turn it by himself. The throw is wild. And gets way away and out of play from Carreras. So Gio Lombardo will take second base. The run will score.
1 run scores.
So the first run
Will bring to the plate number 71, Jackson.
for the Orioles.
Brad Zorn trying the hero play for the double, and credit to the runner at second base who broke it up.
Certainly did break it up.
So no shutout for the Eagles, but still a commanding lead.
Speaks for the first pitch just outside for ball 1. Score's gone to 6-1. Don't want to get it any wider than that. Did get the out there as well, so they are just the out away from ending this ball game. Pitch is inside, got away from Parkinson. Managed to glove it, but knocked it away. Young Drew Ferris is the man at bat. Was listed to start this game. He's ended up coming off the bench. Doesn't want to be the final out here.
Spinks really just struggling to find that spot. Hitting the outside a bit too much. See if he can bring it back.
Okay, it's 2-0 on Ferris. In fact, that was 3-0, and now it's 4-0, ball 4. Sees him take his base.
Brings to the plate number 85, Chris Farita.
So there's still runners on first and second here. Not completely done and dusted yet. Tim Clark's going to come out and have a quick chat to Spinks. Parkinson, he's just got that one out to get. Manly with a 5-run lead. They lead this game 6-1. All the damage done early in the first and the second. Bats have been made quiet since then. Decent length of visit. Already over the threshold for new innings, as I just mentioned. It's down to the 7-hole hitter, Toby Hughes, as he takes ball 1 high and tight. Spinks catches the outside corner. That's a good comeback. That's what they're looking for. Counts 1-1. Drags that one into the dirt. Nice piece of catching from Parkinson to keep it in front of him. Hold the runner at second. Macarthur need hits though. Well, pitchers aren't going to get it done for them. Drawing contact wouldn't be a bad option here for Spinks. Just locate something somewhere in the zone. That one's high. Count goes 3-1. Just taking their time to finish off this ball game, Manly. Macarthur trying to rally here in the 5th. Trailing 6-1. They managed to keep themselves there or thereabouts in this game thanks to the work of Sam Jackson. Came in the second inning. Wasn't responsible for any of those runs as Spinks finds the outside corner for strike 2. Loads the count with 2 out. Chance for Manly to win the ball game right here. Toby Hughes at the plate. Jack Bennett's the catcher. Actually looks as though there's a pinch hitter up. If we do get around to that. The pitch is high and tight. The runners were going. And the bases are now loaded.
And that'll bring to the plate number 64, Blake Gooding.
It's actually the shortstop, Blake Gooding. My apologies there. Chris Ferreira managing to walk to load the bases. Spinks just struggling to find the zone. And those first pitches, Gooding with a good chance to put Macarthur right back in this one. If he can clear the bases with anything, suddenly the ball game's on. He knocks that one down the left side, but foul past Mayo at third base.
First grade coach Brian Murphy going for a jog to get that ball.
Love to see it. Gooding the shortstop. Big bat in the middle of the order. He puts that one deep into centre field. Back across to make the play
And a well-judged catch out in the centre field.
is
there.
Adam O'Neill, and that ends the ball game. Manly hang on. Spinks gets the out.
1-run score.
And the Eagles are 2-0 on Ladies' Day. 6-1. Second grade get the result after the 13-2 win in third grade earlier today. Both able to flip the results of their game against Macarthur 3 weeks ago. We are half an hour away from the beginning of first grade, but 2 wins to start Ladies' Day for Manly.
6, Macarthur 1.
And we'll be back with you for first pitch from first grade. We'll see you then.
And don't forget, our club doesn't exist. Day Brewery, Raelius Group, Elite Sports and Jewel Finance. Our bronze sponsors, Trident Movement, Procar, Hickey Tree Services and Dexterous Group. And other bronze sponsors include Devitt Wholesale Meats, that's what we've been eating today, Display Solutions, Kennard's Hire and UNE Baseball Australia. Thank you so much to our sponsors. Thank you to everyone for attending today. The Pink Hope raffle tickets are still selling, $5 each or 3 for $10. 7 prizes across every part of your family.
So my apologies there. I've gone off way early. Still got half an hour of this ball game left to go. Manly leading at 6-1 after 5.5. Macarthur scraping across their first run of the ball game off the pitching of Spinks.
And leading.
And the Manly Eagles back at bat in the bottom of the 6th. Their lead's been reduced to 5. They haven't scored since the 2nd. Sho Ariyama is the man at the plate. There's a new pitcher. It's Blake Gooding. Shortstop hitting in the 3-hole. It's now moved on to the mound. New pitcher. Good bit of work from Sam Jackson, the big lefty, after he was brought on in the 2nd. Allowed those 2 runs, neither of which he was responsible for, and kept Manly scoreless through his next 3 innings of work. We go back to the righty, Sho Ariyama, who's 0 for 2 today, facing Gooding. That ball is high, and that's ball 4.
And a base on balls for Shohei will bring to the plate number 27, Brad Zorn.
So Zorn stepping in now, the shortstop. And he's got the speed of Ariyama ahead of him on first base. Gooding struggling to find his control, and the runner's going on the first pitch. The throw is wild, and Ariyama is safely into second base.
Jump there for a stolen base from Shohei.
Gooding still yet to throw a strike in this one. One's fell back. Runner in scoring position for Zorn as he watches that one sail in high. Well, Gooding still yet to throw a strike here. That one is in there. Swing and a miss from Zorn. Now on a hitter's count. Runner on second in Shohei Ariyama. Gooding just trying to overthrow a little bit there, losing some control. Count goes to 3-1. Zorn, who's had a good day at the plate, 2 for 3. Scored, and he takes ball 4 here. He reaches base again.
And the base on balls for Brad will bring to the plate number 50, Liam Mayo.
Liam Mayo is having a good time of it as well at the moment. Oh, and that's a wild one that gets away from Bennett. Runners will advance on the wild pitch. Now there's a couple in scoring position for Liam. Couple to drive in.
Quick apologies for our third base cam. There's still a few drips of water on it, just kind of blurring the vision, but hopefully it'll dry out in a few minutes.
Drying off a little. Main thing is, one out in centre has been ever reliable. As I say that, we'll have technical issues with it. But Mayo swings and misses strike 1 on this at bat.
think we've been lucky with the centre field one because the rain's been coming from centre field
That's
towards
right.
us. It's stayed away.
That ball's gone to the right side. Should be a fairly easy play over there for the manager. Gio Lombardo, who makes the play, but the run scores.
And that'll bring to the plate
Brad Zorn
number
remains at
99,
second base, though.
Dago.
Decided not to run on that dribbler.
Hmm.
Not really sure why, but
Won't worry Manly too much at this stage of the ball game.
and pinch hitter. Pinch hit in the third grade and pinch hitting in second grade. Dago Yamaguchi.
What a day.
Hopefully he has the same impact he did in third grade. Once he came on, the run started scoring. See if he can do it again.
Someone in the place of Ash Roberts, of course. They go in there facing Gooding. Go one to Dago. He's inside as he just shuffles out of the way.
Oh, my apologies. It is 3-0.
3-0. Andrew giving me bad intel there. Just fixing up some roster problems, and Dago takes a 4-pitch walk. So a good pitch hit appearance. No official at part.
Will bring to the plate number 85, Vince Carrera.
And Vince Carreras, who nearly drilled one out his last time up off Jackson. The runner, Gooding steps off. The throw is not in time. Smart base running from Brad Zorn.
Lead double steal.
It's such a tough one as a pitcher. You're not expecting to see it. The early steal panics a little bit. Gooding steps off the back, but the throw over to his third baseman was not where it needed to be to apply the tag on Brad Zorn, and suddenly there's two runners in scoring position for the big bat of this Manly lineup in Vince Carreras, the first baseman. That one is inside, and that's called a strike right at the letters. You can see Dago at second base in your picture there. Brad Zorn at third. For Carreras, the first baseman. Nice breaking ball, didn't catch the corner. Says the umpire. 7-1 to Manly is the lead. Manly trying to see if they can extend this ball game long enough not to have to go on the field again, as that one's fouled away by Carreras. It's prolonging the at bat a little. One ball and two strike on the Manly three-hole hitter, with a couple in front of him. There's one across already in this inning off Gooding. Manly trying to make that scoreboard look even prettier. It's a hard ball, and it gets away from Bennett. Zorn will score easily, and the score
Run scores.
on the wild pitch goes to 8-1 to the Eagles. Brad Zorn scoring from third base. Yamaguchi across to third. He's got plenty of wheels as well. As I think Luke was saying earlier in the broadcast, he could score on some of those pass balls here at Aquatic. See that. Actually, that area behind the catcher is getting quite muddy. The amount of water it's taken on today. Our equipment seems to be okay for the moment. Again, I'm just asking for something to happen.
Yeah, if
I know
first
what I'm
grade doesn't
saying.
get online, guys, you know who to blame.
It's a big swing from Carreras. Strike 2. Strike 3, sorry. I thought that was the third strike. Carreras didn't realise it.
Daniel Goodsall.
Everyone eventually does. Now Goodsall will come to the plate. 1 on, 2 in. And Yamaguchi will make it 3 on another wild pitch from Gooding.
And 1 run scores on the pass ball.
Score is now 9-1. Now, umpire pointing at the plate. I thought he pointing at Yamaguchi. He might not have touched home plate. He did. Just making sure of that. And it's 9-1. We are 7 minutes away from where I thought we were about half an hour ago. Manly trying to prolong this inning so they don't have to go out and take the field again.
The grounds crew are trying to get ready. I hear the tractor rumbling in the background. We'll probably put on some fresh dirt.
Yeah, need to. With the amount of rain that fell earlier, you can see that area. Actually got a good view of it there, how muddy that pitcher's mound is at the moment. That ball is straight up in the air from Goodsall. It's a long way in the air. Gooding and Bennett's nearly collide. The shortstop come pitcher makes the catch. Bennett's looks like he's seen a ghost. The play was made, shakes his head, wry smile. Macarthur get out of it. And Manly lead at 9-1. They are going to have to take the field one more time. Goody jammed on the fastball. He's got a smile walking back to the dugout, and we'll be back for what should be the final half inning after this.
Logan Harris.
So a pitching change for Manly. No save opportunity, but Daigo Yamaguchi finds himself on the mound at the end of second grade. And he tries to throw the cover off that one. Ends up in the dirt for ball 1.
This is really where Dago needs to come in with some smart pitching.
Yep.
Rather than coming in trying to throw the heat.
Well, that one's right down the chute. So if he can control it like that, there's no problem. Logan Harris is the man to try and lead off and start the miracle that the Orioles need to come away from this game with anything. They trail by 8, 3 across in that Manly bottom half of the 6th inning. Top of the 7th, of course. So Eagles take the field again. It's been a good day so far, hasn't it, Logie? Plenty of
great
pink
day.
around here.
Been a great day for baseball, and as we know, the weather hasn't been amazing, but good enough for us to play.
That's right. Be good to see the grounds crew get out, get that fresh dirt on. Pink Hope Ladies Day down here at Aquatic Ballpark this afternoon. Broadcast scoreboard says Manly Eagles 9, Macarthur 1, after it said Manly Eagles 13, Macarthur 2 in third grade earlier today. That game was close until the fifth inning. Manly put up 9 runs, and that was ball game. Ben Logue doing a nice job, just holding Macarthur to the 2 runs before he was relieved. Plenty of run support for the lefty who got the win down there today. That one's to the left side. Should be a pretty easy one for Zorn. Got a little bit of an aquatic hop, and then he threw it away. Parkinson has to go all the way over there to dig the ball out of the fence. Zorn won't be too happy with that. It's an error.
That'll bring to the plate number 84, Sam Jackson.
Not too sure what happened there. My guess would be he just didn't get the handle of the ball that he wanted.
Yeah.
And couldn't get the control of the throw,
So
unfortunately.
So Harris ends up on second base. Now, the MVP on the day at least for Macarthur. Sean Jackson will step in. He's had a good day hitting. He's had a base hit, been on base a couple of times. And he pitched 3 innings in which he wasn't responsible for an earned run on the mound. Steps in to face Yamaguchi, who got the ground ball, didn't get the out. That first at bat, and he's cutting that first pitch back to the screen for foul ball, strike 1. Dago's control has been a lot better since that first pitch. Tried to really ramp up the heat on that one. Spinks was doing a similar thing in that last inning. A couple of these 18s getting the chance on the mound with a big lead the Eagles find themselves with.
Great
Curveball drops in for strike 2.
Yeah, that first wild pitch in the dirt, get it out of his system, and he's been on since.
He's been here all day, Dago. Got the appearance in third grade, gets on the mound in second. The runner is on his way to third, and it's a good bit of base running from Logan Harris, who gets in there, wipes away the wet dirt. That'll be fun to get out. There's a runner on third for Sean Jackson. Count on him is 1 and 2 though. The lefty. Looking in for the sign again. The count's 1-2. Pitch is put to the right side. Goodsall fields it, underhands it to Carreras. The run scores.
That out represents a run being scored as well. And that'll
So we
bring
may have lost the camera.
number 63,
Right
Adam
field
Bates.
camera.
Thank you for that. First out of the inning for the Eagles. Second run across of the ball game for the Orioles. Harris reaching on the error, getting across to second, and then managing to steal third on a pitch in the dirt. Gets home on the ground ball to the right side. Team hitting from Jackson. Adds an RBI to what's been a positive day for him. Not so for the Orioles though. Yamaguchi with a big wind-up. Throws that one in the dirt, well picked by Parkinson. Yamaguchi inside. Takes the count to 2-0. On
Umpire signal 3 now.
3-0, sorry. Take his word for it. Adam Bates, the right fielder who came into the game in the second inning. With that bat and takes strike 1. Takes him into the hitters count at 3-1. First grade coming up after this at Aquatic Ballpark. We'll get some fresh dirt on there.
And a base on balls.
Be looking good as new after the rain. And we won't have any more of that tonight. Calling it now.
He's calling it now. Please note the time, 5:07 p.m.
Check that later. Toby Hughes settling in. Takes strike 1 from Yamaguchi. Getting some good experience on the mound. A guy who usually plays up the middle. He's a terrific defensive second baseman. Occasionally finds himself at shortstop as well. That one's ripped to right field. That one's going to get down as well. Runner turning for third. He's held by the base coach at third base. Hit surrendered by Yamaguchi.
And coming to the plate, number 76, Jack.
So there's runners on first and second as Jack Bennett's the catcher. Finds his way to the plate.
Looks like that camera was just temporarily out as it's back on now. Maybe got knocked or something with the wind. Or maybe I did press the wrong button. I'm pretty sure I pressed the right ones.
All good now. Runners on first and second for the Orioles. So look to put together a late rally and save this ball game. There's only one away here in the top of the seventh. What will be the last inning of this second grade game. With a full slate of 9 tonight. Under lights, Pink Hope Ladies' Day at Aquatic Ballpark. Maguchi high to Bennett's, 2-0. Catcher. He's had an interesting day behind the plate, hasn't he? A couple of wild pitches. Hasn't had a lot of help from his pitches, apart from Jackson.
Ooh, tough call there for...
Oh, it's been a tight zone all day. It's been for all pitches. Yamaguchi with a wry smile. Asked where it missed. Inside was the answer. I thought it caught a bit of plate personally. Merely not too worried about the runners, not holding them on as Yamaguchi drags another one into the dirt. Parkinson fakes to throw, but it was ball 4. And the bases are loaded for Rob Giolombardo. Doubling up as the manager for second grade.
Coach Tim Clark looking to come out to have a chat, but he's decided against it.
Stay in, let going Dago find his way out of this. Good experience. Learn to pitch with runners on. Late in a ball game. That one's right down the chute for strike one to the Orioles second baseman. Wearing the snood today, which I've mentioned I'm a big fan of.
Not too many times
No,
you get
don't see it
the
in
opportunity.
baseball.
Well, you don't get the opportunity to wear it in
No,
summer
that's
usually.
very,
So
not in Australia.
No, definitely not in Australia.
We're not.
But on a day like today, why not?
Yeah. No, we're not. In terms of the fall classic late in October in the States. That's a broken bat. Down the line to third base. Couldn't glove it. One run will score. There's another one coming around as well. The throw is behind the player covering third base. Everybody's safe. Gio Lombardo across to second. He scored 2 on the broken bat hit down the third base line. And the score's back to 9-4. Dago Yamaguchi giving away a couple of runs in the top of the 7th as Manly look to close out this one. The comfort of that lead just getting a little less so on that broken bat base hit.
Tim Clark deciding to come out now. Not sure he'll make a change.
Well, he just doesn't want to get too close here, Tim Clark. They've done all the work to get themselves this big lead. That's why he was happy to have Dago out there and give him a go on the mound. Good experience. And he was unlucky there. He did get the weak contact he was looking for, managed to get a jam shot on the hands of Gio Lombardo. Good strength from the Orioles manager.
$5 each or 3 for
It's a good effort from him. Now young Forbes will step in, looking to keep this rally going, looking to keep Macarthur alive in this ball game. Even if they can get 3 more across, they would hold their position in second on run differential this afternoon. So there is a little bit of a game within a game here for Macarthur and Manly. Dago is trying to throw harder and harder, and you'd be thinking that might have been one of the messages Tim Clark was giving him in that mound visit was slow it down a little bit of calm and relaxation about it. That was a lot more of a relaxed pitch. One's Parkinson's glove on the outside corner for strike 1.
Pick your spots, let the fielders do the work.
Jackson Forbes has had a good day at the plate, which is Not something you could say about too many of the Orioles this afternoon. So Rain rejoins us. That's the breaking ball, but wasn't bitten on by Jackson Forbes. Good block by Parkinson. Make sure that run didn't come in to score. That one's in the dirt as well. Parkinson doing some hard work. He's a big lad. Having to get down again to keep that ball in front of him.
6 minutes. 6 minutes in the rain since he said that it wasn't going to rain anymore. And here comes rain again. Just want that on record.
There are clouds that just look to be carrying it from every direction at the moment. So
No, it's not too heavy at all, but
we'll try to speak the clear weather into existence.
manifest it. I hear you.
Exactly right. Forbes walks to load the bases, and now,
Looks like the change will be coming.
yeah, well, it's not the winning run or the tying run. It is the stay in second run is at first base at the moment. So Tim Clark, I think, maybe looking to make a change here.
Yeah, it looks like it might
He
be
did
Shohei coming into pitch.
went into the arm, and Shohei Ariyama, the usual Wednesday night starter for the Manly first grade side, is going to be asked to close this game out.
Number 70.
No save on offer. He
Shohei
takes
Ariyama.
taking over from his Japanese compatriot, Daigo Yamaguchi. As the rain starts to set in again, it's don't envy Shohei. He's got the talent to deal with the situation he's got in front of him. But coming in the rain and the wet, no save on offer.
I was thinking perhaps it'd be a 1-6, 6-1, and Brad Zorn. We might see Brad Zorn come in to finish it off. Brad Zorn, usually the shortstop, but he has been known to throw, and
Yep.
he can hit his spots.
Yep.
But it's not a bad option to have
Yeah.
someone like Shohei Ariyama come in.
You're talking about a little bit different quality, aren't
Yeah.
you? With Shohei coming out of left field to throw a few pitches. Hoping the tick's been given by Brian Murphy after his start on Wednesday. And Sho's
Well-
obviously feeling like, I don't think Sho's ever turned down
No,
an
an
the offer
opportunity.
to the offer to go to the mound.
Well, Shohei only pitched 2 1/3 on Wednesday night, so he's hadn't done his usual 5-6 innings. So I guess not as much time needed to recover.
Hopefully won't need to be used this afternoon. Brian Murphy does have a few options in his bullpen this afternoon, right? This evening.
You'd have to assume Leo Matsu will be
Yeah.
starting, and in fact, we may even have the lineups for first grade. I think Luke's actually already put them in.
Let's have a look at them, and you're spot on. So
look
Leo
at that.
Matsuo will be there. Vaughan Harris listed as a chance to come off the bench. Tucker Honma
The new boy, Tucker,
will be
made his
very
debut on
interesting
Wednesday
to see.
night on the mound.
We're in the note. There was just some discussion about his number
His
a little
number,
bit
yes,
early.
that's right. They gave him the wrong number. So he's...
Yeah, we'll
Going
bring those lineups to you in just a second. But a bit of a big spot for Shohei Ariyama to come into this ball game. Manly still leading it, but it's now 9-4. The bases are loaded. There's still only one out here in the top of the 7th, and he finds strike one without any problem whatsoever. Drew Ferris at the plate. And he launches that one into left field.
Brad's back. Dago Yamaguchi
Yamaguchi.
in, drops just short.
He didn't
The
get a
play
read
at
on
third
that.
base, though.
And
And sacrifice 1 run for 1 out.
That's right. Dago got a bad read on that in left field. Didn't see it at all. Got a late jump. The ball falls in, so the run scores. But Rob Giolombardo, who was at second, was expecting that one to be caught. It wasn't. And so he's thrown out on the force play at third base. Just the single for Ferris. And Blake Gooding stepping in. 3-hole hitter. Short time on the mound earlier today. He looks at ball one from Shohei. He's halfway to completing his job. The score now 9-5. Orioles managed to creep back a few in this inning. 4 across already. That one's down and away for ball 2. Gooding with a good approach. Guys hit well in first grade against guys the quality of Shohei. So won't be too worried about facing the Eagles righty. And that pitch is high, but it's called a strike on the outside corner. Gooding didn't like it. Looked back at the umpire after it was called a strike. Harris, who led off the inning, is the man on deck.
Count 2-1.
Big pitch here for Show. And he jammed him. Went straight back to him. Misfields the first time, recovers, gets up, throws. The call is out to Carreras. And this time it is game over. Manly hang on. They have to bring Sho Ariyama out of left field. He finishes the game with a couple of outs. The game is called by the umpire. And Manly hang on. Bit of a late rally from the Orioles. They score 4 in the last, but still go down 9-5. 2 wins for Manly, 1 in third grade, 1 in second grade. As the rain comes down harder, we'll hopefully be back with you in 15 minutes or so time for first grade. 9 innings, great baseball coming up on your Saturday night. Stick around. We'll be right back.